fighters coming in for Pyro here. Who's going to win this pretty epic air battle, actually? Lots of dead planes floating in that nice, brisk sky. Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back to Beyond a Reason. I know it's been like 40,000 years, but finally making it to another video here. We have an 8v8 on this fantastic map. What is it, like White Fire or something? Yes, White Fire remake. Really cool map. We can see this nice broad river stretching across the middle of the map. Feels very much like actually kind of like a Company of Heroes 2 map if you ever played that game. But yeah, fantastic. So let's introduce our players here. A lot of strong players, especially on the Cool Colors team. So starting with Mr. Kayuma 001. I think he's one of the top 10 team battles players. I'm not entirely sure exactly where he falls within that ranking, but yeah, fantastic player. Gonna be playing dark blue Cortex Commander, starting with that bot lab there, as we can see. And on the Warm Colors team, leading them, we have Mr. Snoopa in the red over here, playing Armada, playing vehicles actually, which is pretty interesting given, yeah, this in the middle. Although it doesn't look like this ice has a modifier on it in regards to speed. Normally you can see it if it does. Yeah, so I'm assuming it doesn't. Or there's some button I'm not hitting that, you know, it's eluding me. But either way, vehicles seems like a pretty good start to me. If we actually just want to look at the map real quick, we can see that it's very flat here, especially in the center point where you're probably going to be fighting. There are a few, like, you know, terraces, mesas, stuff like that, but nothing drastic or insane. And yeah, overall, great game here. Excited to get into it, really. We'll see what other people are going for. Mivit here, fantastic player from Finland, of course. Not going for any lab so far yet. I don't know if he's ecoing or something. Not entirely sure what the meta is on this map. Again, it's not like one of the most popular maps ever. So, you know, I'm not sure if there's like a super established meta for it, or, you know, anything like that. But fighter already out here for Mr. Pyrotech. Nothing like that on the Cool Colors team quite yet. Kayuma looks like he would be in that position to go for air, but starting with bots here, which is, we do actually have a plane from TKD Backkick. All right, he's going to be going air. Both Cortex, both Cortex air, so pretty even fight there, or it should be. Starting to see the people expanding onto the ice, or trying to. JT Lane being attacked by these annoying rovers, man. Oh no, the light scout vehicles. But looks like his construction vehicle actually getting a kill in there. Gonna be going on the offensive for that other rover before reinforcements arrive there. So pretty nice. Another, you know, kind of symmetrical battle happening over here on the other edge of that river. Some rascals over here for Dark Clone. Able to stay away from these grunts, not be able to do too much. And assuming we're gonna be seeing bots or something come down and get those mexes ready. Get those mexes ready? Just reclaim them, I guess. The air battle already starting here. Looks like Pyrotech is moving a scout over there, but TKD Backkick's fighter has 2 kills now, which is 2 kills for a fighter 3 minutes in. That's pretty early air, so kind of excited to see where the air game goes. We do have a breakthrough here for Mr. Dark Clone, able to make it onto, kind of this middle area for the Warm Colors team. But fantastic D-gun there from Snoopa, able to eliminate the rest of those rovers. Not like there would be too much of a threat, but, you know, a couple mexes in the early game can actually not swing a game, but it can have some impacts, especially in the early game, and stuff tends to snowball. A larger force coming across the ice here for Meta, and we're going to see this light pink commander deal with it pretty effectively. D-gun misses, but yeah, with the laser gun, able to fend them off for now, at least. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I got like sick Wednesday, and then it's been a bad time. It's like the worst I felt in like forever, but I'm feeling pretty good today. But the voice might be a little bit scratchy, a little bit weird. Nothing I can do about that, of course. JT Lane taking a pretty aggressive position here all the way on the west. Oh my gosh. Fiothas going straight for the mines here. So we're seeing like really interesting plays already this game, which normally you see like these quote-unquote interesting plays in like lower TS matches, but like this guy's a solid 31 TS backed up by a lot of good players going for mines, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea at all. Rip Jeffy, the poor rover. I guess we're naming them now. It'd actually be kind of cool if you could like name your groups, I guess, to be like a platoon or something. It'd be a little silly. I don't know how it'd be implemented, but like you know, if they're like game history statistics or something like that. Trash Panda going all in here. I hope that sound's not too loud. I'm going to lower it a little bit. Going all in there with the commander, detonating, so killing himself, and oh gosh, the yellow commander, Delphia was his name. He's still in the game, of course, but his commander's not. Snoopa going to be trying to take those commanders, most likely. I mean, both sides would like to, but these commanders are definitely on the Warm Colors team side, which means that they're probably going to be getting that 2500 medal. Not as impactful as it would have been like 3 months ago before the commander changes, but you know, still so good to get that medal, man. Pretty big force here from Kyoma 001, our top player on the Cool Colors team. Actually, a lot of grunts here. Yeah, 9 grunts. They've already done some devastation, killed a construction vehicle, a couple wind turbines, and mostly, yeah, the Cool Colors team is just rolling over that river there. And Pyrotech, moving his commander over here, probably going to try to get a D-gun or something, as these blitzes are also defending those grunts, not quite able to close in onto Pyro's actual base. They do manage to get that mech there. Another construction bot, and they're still wreaking havoc, but like they didn't quite get to the air power, so yeah, Pyro can rest a little bit easier for now. And I think with these laser towers and commanders, this grunt force will be mopped up. But 2 construction bots, a couple mexes, a couple wind turbines, not bad at all. And this is I guess this doesn't really look passable, does it? But I guess that's where those grunts came over. So a little bit of a rip for Volshock there, building his defenses. But what are you going to do? Yeah, as far as the river battle goes, looks like Snoopa is able to yeah, grab these commanders here. Not entirely unexpected. Expectations subverted, really. And actually a little bit of a push here from Delphia, at least just creating some space for those commanders to get reclaimed or degunned. Worst case scenario, just to deny the enemy medal, but I don't even see them bringing out any kind of like res bots, so not a huge deal there. Or I'd imagine it wouldn't be. Yeah, Pyro and Backkick still kicking around in the air, still making fighters, and no one really able to gain the advantage there. No bombers being produced, so not like the advantage would do much right now, but shurikens are always a threat, especially since they are both Cortex. We are seeing shurikens eventually going to be put out here from Backkick, although only one, and repeat is off, so interesting there. Yeah, coming a little bit of a tricky position there, but able to get out of it. A couple of D-guns saves him. RTX holding the line here. Overall, the battle seems to be pretty even here. If we look at the economy, Warm Color team actually like 30 medal more than the Cool Colors team, which is definitely not an insignificant amount, as they've kind of all just broken like that 110 mark. So nice job there. But the missile trucks and Januses from Midvit here absolutely going to town. Look at the veterancy on some of these guys. 4 kills on a missile truck with the silver bar veterancy. Kind of insane. He did go down, though. Brave soldier. If we're naming them, what was that man's name? Greg? We can rock with that. We can roll with that. Delphia and Snoopa pushing off the back of that metal grab that they got all the way up this incline to Mr. Trash Panda's base. I feel like in every battle I watch and cast, Trash Panda always gets dealt like the worst hand, and he's suffering a bit right now, trying to build up like a thug aggravator force, which my apologies, is kind of interesting because there's not a lot of stacked defense here for him to be pushing against with those rocket bots. So I'm not sure if that's a relic from earlier in the game, or if is he still making those. Right? Oh, he's making grave robbers right now. Yeah, he doesn't have repeat on, so I have no idea how, you know, late ago these were made. This one has 2 kills. Yeah, they have some kills, so maybe they are kind of older units. But yeah, Darklone here with his brutes and Wolverines there. No, yeah, Wolverines over here able to make that push not happen totally against Trash Panda. And yeah, this emplacement is pretty nice here, isn't it? But yeah, Delphia still trying to make his way across with some grunts, kind of how Kyoma did, if he can just like get up this terrain here. I'm not sure if he's going to know that he can do that. No, he was pathing around. Now he does know. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that mini-map over there, man. Look at that Big Bang Bang's force. We'll see if that gets anywhere. Looks like Cage Cot. I have no idea how to say that. Is that getting pressured over there? Yeah, the grunts have made it to Mr. Darklone's base while I was still focusing on them. Because, yeah, I was assuming they're going to get some damage done. There doesn't look like there's any units at all nearby, which is kind of not the case for Kyoma's push. So this could take Darklone Nah, it couldn't take him out. Yeah, and shurikens are actually coming in now for a back kick here. That's why shurikens are so nice. You can just maneuver them wherever you need them, and they're very quick and very effective, especially at stalling these kind of invasions here. But yeah, those are going to get mopped up, so only one max. Oh, that's rough, going down there from Delphio's attack, so nothing huge. On this west side of the map, we have Filthius pushing up the hill against Mr. JT Lane 16. Yeah, that's not looking good for him at all. His commander is going to be going down there, and his base sitting so serenely in this alpine background. Probably going to be going down there. I mean, look how far Filthius' commander is pushed up here, so he could really be doing some damage. Hopefully he doesn't overextend and do something silly. Is that another commander? No, okay. I'm losing it. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't overextend, but it looks like he is walking back as some stouts are pushing in his back line from Bing Bing Bang. TS31 guy from America. Best city in the world. Alright, yeah, it's kind of actually like a lot of maps you see, kind of a yin and yang style map, I guess, where we have the Cool Colors team really pushing on the left side, and then the Warm Colors trying to do the opposite on the right side. They were doing a lot better. They're suffering more resistance and pushback now. And, oh gosh. Yeah. JT Lane's base, man. Not able to hold out. He has a single solar collector and two bots there. Or construction vehicles, but yeah, unfortunate. So that's JT basically out of the game. We'll see if he's able to rebuild. We'll keep an eye on him. I kind of doubt it. And he might just drop, depending on how heartbreaking that was for him. Nice force here from RTX. Haven't seen him do too much this game, really just hold the line. But good to see him pushing over here on this eastern side. Not quite wanting to make it up the ramp, it seems. Yeah, and that's definitely not traversable, right? No, okay. Just making sure. Yeah, asking for the push for Kayoma, who has built up quite a force here. Looks like Midvid is pretty pressured. I mean, he's basically all alone out on the ice here, encircled by Metas, Kayoma, and then whatever RTX has yeah, conjured up over here on this eastern flank here. So Midvid is hard pressed to do something about this. He has all this stuff on the very, very front line here with his vehicle plant. So yeah, not a great position for him to be in. We'll see if he's able to hold out a little bit longer, or if he's going to go out like our poor man JT Lane. So Metas continuing to push up here, meeting Beanbang's stout army with his own, but his is with some Januses, which is super, super deadly to stouts. I mean, they just take him out in like one hit, man. They're a menace. And more stouts and Januses from Cage Cowit. I'm still going to say that wrong. My apologies. But yeah, they're not quite wanting to go all in, and it's kind of weird how they'll like alternate attack, like Metas attacks and then like pulls back, and like Cage Cowit was attacking and he pulled back. Anyways, that was basically an excuse for me to draw arrows, which is one of my favorite pastimes. I love drawing arrows on maps. That was why I had this silly little podcast I did, and I love moving around like the unit divisions. I go over like different historical battles and whatever made sense to my little mind, and it was very fun. Anyways, enough reminiscing. There's a battle being waged here. Shurikens floating menacingly in the back line. I feel like Backkick could really be doing a little bit more with these guys. There's not a lot of anti-air out here. I don't really see any anti-air. Well, that's not true. Backkick is smarter than me, of course. There are fighters, obviously, from Pyro that he's probably wary of. As soon as those Shurikens hit the field, they're going to get absolutely ripped up by fighters, and there's nothing they can do about it. Of course, there is a fighter force here of Kickback's own, but I guess he doesn't know exactly how many fighters Pyro has. I don't know how much vision he has at all. He can see some dots. Yeah, and actually now that they're leaving, he really just doesn't have any clue. So, okay, maybe it's a smart, play given his vision here. But if it was me, I would have like suicided my Grunson like 20 minutes ago. So it's cool. -7 minutes ago from when the match started. All right, but Snoopa, this force is cantankerous, man. This is a huge force. So lots of stouts, lots of missile trucks, a couple of Januses lurking in the background. These Wolverines, man, from Dark Clone still being just horrendous and very, very annoying, I'm sure. They don't have a lot of kills, but the continual damage, and it really makes you feel like you're getting hit with like artillery, because they are artillery, of course. So it's like it makes you want to push, which Snoopa is doing, and he does. It's not the best effect to put on your opponent because he has the bigger force, so pushing for him is very advantageous. But the Shuriken's finally going in for a back kick here. He has decided that it's worth it. Also, missile trucks. I forgot about those. Great anti-air, and that's about the end of those shurikens, unfortunately. But they're able to do a little bit of paralysis there, and Snoop is being pushed back a little bit with help from RTX and even Trash Panda in the back here, who's still running thugs and rocket bots. I'm not sure what Trash Panda is doing. He's taking up to tier 2. He's trying to get his economy under his feet, I think. A little bit of an outdated force. Cortex bots really suffer, especially around the 15-minute mark. Thugs are great early game. Yeah, I wouldn't even say like early mid-game. Like just early game, they're great. Great, decent bot. You can spam them out. They have good range. They take down laser towers. And yeah. But after that, once you start, like a lot of these players are running vehicles, so you're going to start to struggle if you're running Cortex bots for the long haul. Although, of course, Kayuma's doing quite fine here in the center. He's running the same thing, except with lots of grunts instead of the thugs. But he's just got a bigger army. Midvit's been a lot more pressure this game. And Kayuma was also worried about, like, you know, he did have the backline sneak play. Like, he's worried about holding the front, yes, but he's also looking at, you know, where he can get in and do some damage. And Trash Panda is really just trying to hold this front line here, especially because, you know, Snoop is very good, and with Delphia too. I mean, they're just elite on the battlefield with a lot of heavy units, and it's quite scary. So holding the line is probably the only objective on Trash Panda's list here. But Midvit trying to roll out with some stouts, getting eviscerated by Janices, D-guns from commanders. Of course, their rocket bots also do pretty good single target damage, especially if you just leave your stouts sitting there. And yeah, that force was mopped up easily. I don't know what the play was there. And Mauser's also for Metas. I don't know why I'm saying Metas. It's Metas. Anyways, Metas with the advanced vehicle plan in the back, making Mausers, which is a fantastic unit. Not great when they're running away, like in this situation. Oh gosh. Nice pick there from the stout. But yeah, I mean, they're just very good generally. Kayuma not supporting Metas over there. I think he's probably focused on his economy or something else back here. A little bit unfortunate seeing it, you know, too many Mausers go down there for the couple stouts that were out. But anyways, that force will get cleaned up. And Midvit, yeah, I don't know. Looks like Akor is coming in with 23 Fiends. Not an inconsiderable amount at all to help his friend over here, which is, yeah, he desperately needs because his army's gone. Also interesting to see that there's been no real pushes after that initial one against JT. They've just fortified here and like left it. They're worried about what's over here, brutes and stouts. Yeah, Bing Bang has been pretty good this game, and I guess this is very tempting being right here when you have Sheldons that can fire pretty far. So yeah, makes sense. But yeah, JT Lane actually able to build up. I said he wouldn't be able to, and I was a liar, and he's doing great. So hopefully we see something cool come out from like a big push or something. Take Fieldthas out. Get a little revenge in there. I love having good revenge arc in my Beyond Our Reason games. So Snoopa and Delphia still chilling out on the ice here. Not doing anything crazy. They look like they have a bigger force than they do just because of all these grunts. But there's not a lot of frontline meat. There's some stouts, but mostly missile trucks and grunts. Grunts are just going to be making a very, yeah, ambitious push there for sure. And they will be turning back now. I think they really just want these artillery pieces, or honestly just to get around and do something. Trash Panda, yes, still, I mean, with thugs and rocket bots, he does have this advanced bot lab out now. Oh, he's making Sheldons. I'm stupid. He has some Sheldons out now. Yeah, those grunts aren't getting anywhere. Hate to say it. Oh gosh. What I do love to see is a nice pyrotech airplay. So fighters and bombers, T1 bombers coming in here. They are able to drop their bombs, and let's see if they're able to do it again. They're getting quite far. I think Backkick has used all his fighters. Of course, there's some ground anti-air. Trying to bomb Backkick's factory out, but not quite able to do it. And there were some fighters left, actually. And Backkick is able to take the skies once again. That's all of Pyro's Air Force on a decent attack. Nothing, I don't know if I call it that. It was ambitious. A few more bombers, and they might have gotten some good results. But not able to take out the C2 mexes or the air factory kind of hurts. Bombers are more impressive. Yeah. Bombers are almost never used against actual units, which is, it makes sense, obviously, but it's kind of a shame because it looks really cool. So I guess we missed that bombing they did on Kayuma's force. It doesn't look hugely reduced or anything. He has Fiends out now, too, so nothing. Yeah. It's so over. It's Jover. No. Okay, so we're seeing an attack from Fieldhouse here. He realized that JT Lane is rebuilt, that dirty man, and he's going to be taking him out. Yeah, so Vehicle Plant goes down, assuming the rest of the base probably will too. Watching how over it is. Biotech has been using his commander really well this game with the airdrops, but yeah, he's just going to be running away for now. Hopefully trying to protect Bing Bang or something. Not much you can do about this. Looks like we are seeing brutes being moved over from Volshock. If they could like encircle them with these ones from Bing Bang, but it looks like they're kind of just sitting out of it. So no cool encirclement maneuvers. It's not Hearts of Iron 4, people. Come on now. Yeah, looks like these guys are just getting... Oh no, Spybot too. Looks like doesn't want to use its life on a few brutes over there. Bing Bang is making a little bit more of an aggressive push with the Stouts here, trying to reclaim this top side. Yeah, unfortunate for JT Lane. He has a construction vehicle still and a wind farm. 2. This is better than he was left last time, for being real, so he might be able to make something of this. Also, I never mentioned the wind, which is like a bad omen for how the cast is going to go. So wind of low of 2, high of 14. I like this lemon tea. It's pretty good, but it's also like weirdly sweet. It's supposed to like coat your throat so it doesn't get all dried up from hacking and coughing and talking and stuff. So I think that's where the weird aftertaste comes in. But the initial taste is good. It's a trade-off. Like anything in life, right? Okay. Man, I'm still in love with this map. I wish that the background was like darker. Kind of like how that Alpine 1v1 map is. I don't like the bright look. But other than that, like, very thematic map. I think it's fantastic. Honestly, like, I feel like I've been seeing more map variation recently. Because I made the video, like, it's been a few weeks now. Has it been a month? Since I made that Supreme Straight video. And, because I was just so frustrated. I feel like it's been getting better over time. I'm not saying it was due to the video or anything. That didn't do anything. But, it's just me being like, a little bit frustrated. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of cooler maps on the replay list recently. I've been sent some cooler map games, and if you guys do want to send your own games, feel free to. I've kind of reduced how many times I'm casting viewer games because they tend to be a little bit lower quality. But if you think you had a cool game, send it my way. I'd love to see them. I watch them regardless. So in your heart of hearts, you know that I watched it, but I might not have casted it. Really big attack here from Mifit. Mifit has clawed his way back. Kayuma did lose his commander here in the center, as well as his low tier army with those fiends. Very combustible, those guys. So they do tend to self-detonate, or chain reaction, I guess I would say. But a big mammoth here, trying to ward this off. Of course, he can't do it by himself. But a second mammoth coming in, as well as some grunts, some bulls. Bulls would be fantastic, and some fiends in the back. This attack should be cleared up, but yeah, Mifid is, I mean, he's still going strong. It shows you how good he is. I wish he would get a T2 plant. He desperately needs one. He's still running tier 1, which isn't fantastic 22 minutes in, especially when all your enemies have T2. Like Meta's here, still with the Mausers. Looks like he was able to reclaim some. And bulls, like, you can't fend off that with just stouts, right? So a little bit unfortunate to see that. We do have a good thing going for the Warm Colors team over here, with Snoopa and Delphia, of course, being the masters they are. Let me turn on my trackpad. It was messing with my camera movement. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, they could really just push up here. Yeah, that flamethrower emplacement is done for. Pyro's built up quite a good Air Force over here. Just keeping an eye on that. Pyro versus back kick. I mean, Pyro might be able to take out back kick's Air Force at this point. Obviously, he has to deal with the light ground air, but I don't really see much more than a few thistles. Because actually what I just pointed out back there was a construction turret, so I don't really see a lot of ground anti-air for him to really have to worry about. But yeah, he doesn't have any bombers, so going in with the Air Force play obviously wouldn't do anything. Yeah, Sheldon's getting harassed by the other Sheldons on the low ground and the Mausers. Mausers are so good, man. I love Mausers. As long as you keep them going forward. As soon as they turn around, they're dead meat. If you turn around your Mausers, it's probably over for a good number of them, but the ping also. Guys, look. There's this big invasion force. What are we going to do? Oh, and the spy bot detonates the last remaining of Trash Panda Sheldons. Although, a spy bot from Trash Panda, I think. Took out some of theirs for a little while. Yeah, Trash Panda is beset here for sure. Is Advanced Bot Lab almost going down? It probably will. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty safe assumption to make. There it goes. And the Mammoth's crawling towards Mitvit's base. Again, like, what are you going to do as Mitvit here? You have a T1 Armada vehicle plant. You have very, very light base defense. You have some friendly fiends coming in to support you in the back. But, yeah, with enemy bulls coming in as well, it's probably over for Homeboy. We'll see. Mitvit is, yeah, resilient, to say the very, very least. Yeah, lots of fighters making their way over, but I don't see anything with them. Oh, it looks like Pyro sent over his Air Force there. No, Pyro's Air Force is back here. I don't know what's... Oh, he's like mirroring. Can he see that far? There's no way, right? No, okay, I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, Trash Panda is out of the game now. His last T2 max going down. And, yeah. No one's saying it's Jover over here with this big invasion force. What's going on with these spectators, man? Come on. Come on, guys. You got to be consistent. And, actually, look. Pyro's, moving against Fieldthos here. Yeah, with some fiends. It did die. They all died. Bing Bang has a few stouts left. They hit the mines, but still, nice. Oh no, we missed it, but Mitvit was cleared out by the Mammoths and Bulls. Not unsurprising. Unfortunate. He has some stuff left. He still has his commander. He's rebuilding, but it's gonna be a little while before we see him back in action, if at all. And now he's giving out the commands. Hold here. With a few Sheldons, you have to. I don't know if that's going to be enough Sheldons to fend off those Mammoths. Mammoths can just take a beating. They're like sumos, but like so much worse. If you thought that 10 cans were bad, wait till these bad boys start showing up. Oh, man, they're just so cool. Obviously, unrealistic as all get out. All of the Beyond Reason stuff is, right? So unreasonable for anything to have legs, but it just makes robot fights so much more interesting when they have legs and not tank treads. No offense to the Jaguars, of course. These are actually... The tricycle design for the Jaguars is so cool. I love Beyond a Reason. Great game. I miss it a bit being out. I typically don't... Nice. If I'm not casting, I don't play, so it's like... I've just been like devoid of Beyond a Reason lately, so it's cool. Nice to be back. What I will say is, look at this map. Again, so I said earlier with the yin-yang stuff, and if you didn't believe me, which would be ludicrous, holy battle noise. Turn that down for a little bit. You can see how it's kind of like, it literally is, it's like a yin-yang almost. You have the force pushing here, wrapping around with like your friendly bases, and the force pushing here, wrapping around with your friendly bases. It's cool, it's cool. It's just typically how the games go on these like diagonally symmetric maps. There's a gong ring, I think is what you call those. Bing Bang finally getting an advanced vehicle plant. We'll see if that comes up in time. He has a couple construction turrets and some construction vehicles supporting it. He doesn't have the metal. I think this is a relatively low metal map. We didn't go over that. I was being silly. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty. 1.9 metal for the mexes, and they're pretty spread out. So yeah, a lower metal map. For sure. Looks like this might be the end of Snoop's and Delphia's attack. No Delphia units left. This Mauser with 22 kills. Holy cow. A champion of the people going down. Yeah, actually insane Mauser there. But yeah, they did go down. Not quite enough to sustain that push, but... Holy cow, sorry. RTX took damage there. Trash Panda obviously taken out. So a good push there for sure. And now it's kind of being mirrored over here by Fieldthos against Pyrotech trying to come in. His commander lying in wait, basically. See if he can get something done over there. All right, we're back. Sorry. Anyways, Pyrotech here, hidden in the mountains. And yeah, this attack by the Sumos and the Sheldons, and also this Arbiter in the back. 4 kills, nice. Yeah, really, I mean, eviscerating anything that Bing Bang can, you know, put up to fight them. Yeah, some Tigers sitting over here in the back by Volshock, and some Fiends over here by Pyro. I mean, like, those guys could really go in, and I mean, that would stop this, right? There's enough Tigers there. There has to be. Pyro's commander does go down, eviscerating a lot of those Jags that were going to be coming in and try to support that push. And yeah, the push really should be over now, but I mean, JT got taken out for like the 40th time. Bing Bang went down, and Volshok, I mean, has to direct stuff away from this line over here, which means that Cage Cot could go in here if he really wanted to, although there are some Sheldons here from Hakor as well. But he looks like he doesn't really have an army, so unfortunate he wasn't able to, you know, capitalize on that as well as he could have. But still, great push there. Did a lot of the good things that you want to push to do. So no harm, no foul. I mean, there was harm and there was fouls, but they're against your enemies, so does it really count? Nah. Keeper up here, actually, interesting position. I wonder what led him to make a keeper over there. Doesn't seem to have taken any damage, and there's no, I don't see anything being built, but hey, might as well make him preemptively. 30 minutes in an 8v8 that's been as hectic as this one would be pretty ambitious for something like a Ragnarok to come in, but you know, a single shot, long range plasma artillery cannon could be built. I don't know why I felt like I didn't use the whole vocabulary there. Long range plasma cannon would have been just fine, but anyways. Resurrected Bulls here from Delphia, trying to push up the hill, but it is a hill, and they are bulls, and there are mammoths coming down the hill at them, and, well, a mammoth versus a bull, I would have to give the mammoth the win, unfortunately. Although the bull would fight valiantly, you know. Yeah, as they are over here, actually. I guess this is a good time to discuss. I'm going to be making a new project, or I'm in the process of making a project. It's going to be like a short, I put out a poll. Anyone who guessed, it's going to be a short animation, lore, like movie thing. All entirely made up, of course, but I'm going to try to, I'm using Blender for 3D assets and then making my own music, and it's going to be cool. I said it might come out by the end of this month. I'm not realizing that is very optimistic, so I'm not sure when you're going to see it, but it's in the works, I guess. So, mostly because I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, holy cow, wait. Bombers, stop the reminiscing. Strat bombers coming in overhead from Pyro here. Let's see if they're going to be able to hit their targets here. And as they climb, as they gain elevation, not really being taken out by any anti-air there. They need to start dropping bombs soon. Yeah, they are starting to die to do these fighters. Oh my gosh, come on, tell me they're going to... So sad. It's so sad. There is no reason, if you are a player using bombers, yeah, exactly. If you're a player using bombers, unless like the unless you're planning to drop bombs, say here, but if you're directing your bombers and fighters over here and then over here, if you drop bombs over here, they are going to get a new cache of bombs by the time they actually have to hit your target, and you might as well drop that first payload, because, you know, heaven forbid this situation where all your bombers go down before they reach the target. I don't know. One of my personal pet peeves is seeing bombers die when their target's so far away and they just don't drop anything in between the long flight over there and their destination. Anyways, it's kind of annoying to set up with like the little hotkeys and stuff, like to get, you know, planning out the path for the bombers and stuff, but it's always worth it in my opinion. Anyways, so no cool payload drop there, unfortunately, but yeah. T2 plant from Metas goes down, which is pretty important considering Metas has Snoopy coming in, good luck everyone. Yeah, Metas has been really important here, especially on this middle spot on the river here. He's done a lot of damage with those bulls and the Mausers several times. We've noticed him make it a good play there. So unfortunate to see him lose his vehicle plant, but he is just reclaiming it with this construction turret over here. A little cheeky guy. Plus 57 metal, nice. And he's going to be able to rebuild, of course. But you're still losing your frontline position. It's going to take longer if he does rebuild, like up here, for anything to come down and actually meet the front line, which is actually a pretty big deal. What is... Yeah, I don't know what the ping there is. I guess just Mammoth sitting. Fair enough. Oh gosh. Mivit coming in with a lot of pawns. Like I said, if Mivit does not stay defeated, and yeah, he's going to be trying to do something with this force. Nothing really for them to hit, and yeah, Mammoths are going to clear these guys out, but, you know, good to see Mivit on the battlefield, of course. Delphia with the Sheldons, of course, going toe-to-toe with RTX's little force over here, and yeah, doesn't bode well for RTX. He doesn't have any real long-range options. And Starlight's coming in for Snoopa as well, which is Yeah, that's going to be a threat. But these wasps are going to be more of a threat. Yeah, just taking those guys out for free, basically. There is no anti-air over there. And 3 starlights left, down from like the 8 or 9 that they had. It's a pretty good deal. You don't really get to see gunships have a ton of use, especially if you're not playing like a sea game. But yeah, here those wasps did very, very well for themselves. I think they're best. Gunships are best used when they're not like mass produced. If you like sprinkle them in, divert them to where they're needed. You know, they don't need to be like your main force as an air player. So yeah, I mean, Backkick and Pyro have both been doing really well on the air front. Both, you know, kind of taking turns to do their stuff. But I think it's the end of Pyro's air supremacy here. Backkick has a large air force. Pyro has almost none. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to close that gap. Snoopa coming in with his commander here, cloaked. Looking for a nice D-gun over there on these mammoths, I'm assuming. Nice 2 for 1 there. Probably going to be able to grab this guy as well. Yep, nice. So 3 kills there for that commander. Up to 21 and a little bronze veterancy. So nice. Yeah, Kayuma trying to push, man. But I don't think the mammoths are quite working out super well. They're just so slow. And Kayuma's kind of sitting in the back and also spread out here. You can see his forces over here, forces over here. He kind of has to contend with a lot. But I mean, this green column is so strong. I'm surprised they're not being more aggressive over here. I mean, obviously there's stuff in their way. More defense is being built over here, but you could really you could take this top side. And then there's all that stuff in the back. Mammoths, of course, are very, very slow. The push should probably be stopped, but you'd think they'd be building up or something. But there doesn't seem to be some arbiters coming in. I guess stuff is coming in. It's just so slow. More mammoths, which is an interesting choice, holding a flank that far away, and you're holding it with mammoths, which are, you know, again, a slow unit. Very, very powerful, of course, but they're going to take a while to get there. I think the same problem with Kayuma's having is they're just not great at these spread out front lines, which this map seems to kind of encourage. Although, to be fair, the Mammoth team, the Cool Colors team, is doing a little bit better than the Warm Colors team, if we're being real. Especially if we look at the economy now. 550-ish metal compared to almost 800. Yeah, for the Cool Colors team, that's a large gap. And most of that is due to, you know, basically 2 players being taken out here, being Bang and JT Lane, and only 1 being taken out over here. So, and also this space has been reclaimed and actually pushed out of, while the space up over here in the northwest has not been reclaimed or built up. So it's just a drag on the economy. A tale as old as time. This is gonna be strong. Oh, nice. Tons of resbots out here from RTX. Fantastic. Always great to see people using resbots. Normally I mention them, you know, in their absence, but yeah, always good to point out people that are doing the right thing. And of course, RTX being a veteran, quite good player. I feel like he should have more TS score, honestly. Yeah, using resbots like that, it's great to see. Arbiters in the back here from Kayuma as well. Interesting. A lot of arbiters this game too, or a decent amount. You don't see a ton of them. I think they're pretty good units. It's just kind of a little bit difficult to find a use case for them. They don't do great single target damage, and you know, if you're facing like bulls, they're not going to be the greatest. But you know, they're long range. They have poke. They're annoying. There's nothing you can do to stop missiles, so it's all fair in my book. Yeah, lots of Sheldons out here. Oh gosh, and see if they get hit by those arbiters, man. They go down. Yeah, lots of AoE from those guys. I love seeing the destruction of Sheldons. Those pesky little guys, man. They've caused me so many headaches. It's every game. It's every game of Sheldons. No Hounds this game, which is pretty interesting. No one's going for that tier 2 Armada bot. Very sad. Tragedy. And yeah, looks like Snoopa and Delphia are retreating here. This push, I guess mainly due to the Arbiters, so take back all the slander I just said against them. But it's doing very well. Spybot out here. Looks like it has been detected, but just going to be left there. And yeah, look at this march of sumos that Pyro tried to push out. Just a wall of dead cans, unfortunately. Oh gosh, and bulls from Cage Squat joining the front line here. I feel like those bulls would have been more effective pushing in here, right? But That's just me. I mean, there's stack defense here, of course, but it's always good to define your enemy. Trimmer out here from Volshock, doing its best to do a little bit of poke damage here. It's actually hitting a lot of shots. It's hard to differentiate it from the Sheldons, but there's a lot of mass here to hit. We'll turn down. Hopefully it's not been too loud. I think it's louder in my headphones than it will be in the recording, but I'm just turning down the game noise a little bit. Also, that weird cut in the video, I just had to take a break. I don't know, the coughing was getting stupidly bad. I feel good, but it's like, obviously it's frustrating to hear and listen to as a, you know, as a viewer. So take a little break. I'm back. Less coughing, a little bit of throat clearing. What are you gonna do? Sheldon's from Delphia making their little push here, kind of giving up this little front that they were trying to hold. I mean, this is just an impressive clump of enemy units here. I mean, Arbiters are really the main threat, and then you have Mammoths and Starlights, so if you try to push with anything, it's going to just go down. And Starlights, yeah, you can see her being oppressive against the enemy Mammoths and Sumos, so yeah. I'll be surprised if these Sheldons can get anything done. I mean, if they do decide to start the walk up the ramp, which I don't think they are going to, they're just going to get flanked, right, and encircled. And then it's going to be bad news bears for everybody. What's going on over here? Oh, we have abductors and wasps from a back kick. Yeah, I mean, he's really taking the air. I mean, Pyro's come back better than I thought he would. I mean, his economy wasn't damaged, so it makes sense. But I don't know. Yeah, it's going in. The abductors and the wasps coming in for a back kick here. Let's see what they're able to do. I'll be interested to see how these abductors interact here. Looks like they're going for that paralysis, not picking up anything, which is a little bit sad to see. But yeah, I mean, their paralysis beams are pretty nice. A little bit like a tier 2 shuriken there. Looks like they are being taken out. Yeah, the fighters coming in for Pyro here. Who's going to win this pretty epic air battle, actually? Lots of dead planes floating in that nice, brisk sky. I would say it's brisk. Looks like Pyro came out on top there. Although there are still wasps floating around, but not for long. Yeah, Pyro came out on top just barely. And that was back kicks Air Force, but it sparked a little bit of a push by the Cool Colors team, and also did damage to Volshock here. I mean, Volshock's taken a beating for sure. Basically dead. He has this Bulwark here, Persecutor, but no real economy, right? So, yeah, I would say it's okay. That's a good push. As long as you accomplish something, really. 2 Basilicas, sorry, over here. From Cage Coat. I guess he made these keepers because he knew he was going to make the long-range plasma cannons himself. And looks like that is the end of the Warm Colors team. A little bit anticlimactic, but actually, I wouldn't say that. I really enjoyed this push over here by the air. Really putting a nice cap on the end of that game. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry for the very sick man noises I had to make throughout, but it was either that or like no video probably for this weekend, because I imagine I'm still gonna sound a little bit like this come Sunday morning. But anyways, graphs, not too much to say, I can't lie. Honestly, I can't think of anyone that underperformed. People that got hit early kind of had a rough go of it, but yeah, our light green player with those consistent pushes, and of course at the end doing a great amount of damage here. Snoopa obviously doing a lot of damage too. I'm surprised Delphia didn't do more damage than he did. Actually getting out damaged by Kayuma, but interesting to see, you know, Fieldthos, a solid middle tier player there, doing a lot more damage than the top rated player. So yeah, fantastic job and kudos to him. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all later. Adios.